There's a truth about trading that almost nobody tells you when you start. The market doesn't reward the smartest trader. It doesn't reward the hardest working trader. And it definitely doesn't reward the most active trader. The market rewards the patient one. That sounds simple, but for most traders, it's the hardest lesson to learn, because when you open a chart and watch price move, candle after candle, tick after tick, you feel like you should do something. Enter a trade, catch a move. Participate, not miss out. But ironically, that urge to act is exactly what drains accounts. In normal life, activity equals progress. Work more arrow, earn more. Study more arrow, get better grades. Train more arrow, get stronger. So we bring that mindset into trading, and it betrays us. In trading, more activity often means more mistakes. More trades often mean more emotions. More emotions often mean worse decisions. A beginner looking at charts is like someone walking into a casino for the first time. Everything feels alive. Everything looks like opportunity. Every candle looks tradable. So they click. Not because there's an edge, but because standing still feels uncomfortable. Imagine a trader named Daniel. Daniel starts with $5,000. He watches YouTube, learns support and resistance, understands RSI, feels prepared. First week, he trades every day 5 to 10 trades daily. Some big wins, he thinks, I'm good at this. First month, his account grows to $6,200. Confidence rises. He increases position size. Second month, a bad week hits. Losses stack up. He tries to recover. He trades more, forces setups, chases moves. By the end of the month, his account drops to $3,100. Daniel didn't fail because he lacked knowledge. He failed because he couldn't wait. He couldn't filter. He couldn't control emotion. Trading creates a strange kind of pressure. No boss, no deadlines, no one forcing you to click. Yet you still feel pressure. It comes from staring at charts too long, watching moves happen without you, seeing other traders post profits. The brain hates inaction. It wants stimulation. It wants engagement. And the market feeds on that. The market survives because most people can't wait. The market isn't a money-making machine. It's a money transfer machine. From the impatient to the patient. From the emotional to the disciplined. From the impulsive to the selective. When you see the market this way, the 90% failure rate starts to make sense. Amateurs ask, what can I trade today? Professionals ask, should I even trade today? That one shift changes everything. One person looks for reasons to enter, the other looks for reasons to stay out. And the one who stays out often keeps their money. Think about a lion in the wild. A lion doesn't hunt every hour. It doesn't chase every animal. It observes. It waits for the weak one, the isolated one, the right moment. A bad chase costs energy. Too many bad chases mean starvation. Trading is similar. Every trade costs capital, mental, energy, focus. Too many trades lead to psychological fatigue, and a tired trader is a dangerous trader. Here's something rarely discussed. Trading is mentally exhausting. Every decision drains cognitive energy. More trades mean more decisions, more stress, less discipline over time. Eventually, rules break, not because you're stupid, but because you're depleted. Professional traders conserve mental energy for high-quality setups. Every time you enter a trade, your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine drives excitement, anticipation, craving for repetition. This can turn trading into addiction. Not addiction to money, addiction to stimulation. Many traders don't love profits. They love the feeling of being in a trade, and that feeling can destroy them. Professionals recognize this, and they manage it. A major turning point in a trader's journey is realizing not trading is also a position. Sometimes it's the best one. Flat is a position. Cash is a position. Waiting is a strategy. Imagine your system only gives 1 or 2 great setups per week, but you take 20 trades anyway. What happens? The mediocre trades. Eat your profits, raise your stress, lower your confidence. Then, when the A+ setup appears, you're already emotionally drained. You size wrong, you hesitate, or you miss it. Overtrading doesn't just lose money, it ruins your readiness for good trades. Good traders have filters. They ask, is this in my plan? Is structure clear? Is risk acceptable? Is this worth risking capital? If not, they pass. No regret, no second guessing, no revenge, just discipline. Most traders fear missing out. Professionals don't. Missing a trade means no loss, no stress, no emotional damage. Opportunities are infinite. Capital is not. Many traders lose not when they trade, but when they can't handle not trading. Silence feels uncomfortable. Stillness feels unproductive. But in trading, stillness can be profitable. If you want to survive in trading long term, you must learn to sit still while the world moves. The market doesn't reward busyness. It rewards precision, and precision requires patience. Most traders fail because they need action. The few who succeed are comfortable waiting. If patience is the foundation of trading, then your system is the structure built on top of it. Because patience without direction is just hesitation, and a system without trust is just a set of random rules. Many traders think they have a strategy, but what they really have is a collection of ideas they hope will work. Hope is not a system. Confidence is not built on hope, it's built on evidence. Most traders fall into the same cycle. They find a strategy online. It looks good. The examples are perfect. The results look easy. They try it. A few wins come in. They feel excited. They think they've found the one. Then losses appear. A losing streak hits. Doubt creeps in. Suddenly, they tweak rules, add indicators, change timeframes, search for another strategy, and the cycle repeats. Not because the strategies don't work, but because the trader doesn't trust them, and you can't follow what you don't trust. Trading someone else's system is like driving a car with someone else's map in a country you don't understand. You might move forward, but you won't feel certain. And uncertainty leads to hesitation. Hesitation leads to mistakes. Mistakes lead to losses. When you don't fully understand a system, you exit early, you skip valid trades, you take invalid ones, you override rules. Not because you're reckless, because you lack conviction. Conviction cannot be downloaded, it must be built. A real trading system is not just entries and exits. It includes market conditions to trade, conditions to stay out risk per trade, maximum daily or weekly risk, position sizing rules, review process. A system is a decision framework. It tells you what to do when emotions get loud. Without it, your feelings become your strategy, and feelings are inconsistent. Backtesting is where trust is born. Not from watching videos, not from reading threads, not from copying screenshots, but from doing the work, scrolling back on charts, marking setups, tracking outcomes, collecting data. It's not glamorous, it's repetitive, it's sometimes boring, but it changes your brain because you stop guessing and start knowing. When you've seen your setup work hundreds of times in the past, a losing trade doesn't shake you. It becomes familiar. You've seen this before. You know it's part of the distribution. That knowledge creates calm, and calm traders make better decisions. One of the biggest beginner mistakes, judging a system on 5 or 10 trades. That's like flipping a coin 5 times and deciding probability is broken. A real edge shows itself over dozens, even hundreds of trades. Professionals think in sample sizes, amateurs think in outcomes. Professionals ask, did I follow my rules? Amateurs ask, did I win? Those are very different questions. At some point, a trader must shift identity. From, I want to make money, to, I am a risk manager. Because trading is not about making money, it's about managing risk. Money is the byproduct. When your identity changes, your behavior changes. You stop chasing, you stop forcing, you start protecting. And ironically, that's when money comes. No one sees your discipline. No one applauds you for skipping bad trades. No one praises you for following risk rules. Social media celebrates wins. It doesn't celebrate restraint. But restraint is where survival lives. Trading is one of the few professions where doing less often leads to more. A good system often feels boring, predictable, structured, repetitive. That's a good sign. Excitement in trading usually means unpredictability, and unpredictability is expensive. If your system feels like a routine, you're on the right path. Many traders keep modifying systems. New indicator, new filter, new confirmation, endless tweaking. But constant optimization often hides discomfort with uncertainty. No system avoids losses, not one. Trying to eliminate losses usually destroys the edge. A system isn't meant to be perfect, it's meant to be consistent. Trust in your system grows like trust in a person, through repeated proof. You don't trust after one win or 1 week. You trust after seeing drawdowns, seeing recoveries, seeing patterns repeat. That takes time. There is no shortcut here. Professional traders treat trading like a process, not a thrill. They plan trades in advance, define risk before entry, accept outcomes beforehand, review performance regularly. Notice something. Most of their work happens outside the trade itself. Execution is only a small part. Preparation and review are the real work. Your system is your compass. Without it, every opinion can move you. News, Twitter, YouTube, other traders. But with a system, you have direction. Noise becomes irrelevant. You stop reacting and start executing. One powerful realization changes traders. You don't need many strategies. You need one that you understand deeply. Depth beats variety. Mastery beats novelty. Consistency beats excitement. A trader who trusts their system doesn't panic during losses. They don't celebrate wildly during wins. They stay neutral, focused, grounded, because they know their job is not to predict. Their job is to execute, and execution requires trust. Every trader thinks the battle is on the charts. It's not. The real battle happens between your ears. Two traders can use the same strategy, the same entries, the same risk management, and get completely different results. Why? Because one can control themselves, the other cannot. Trading is one of the few professions where your biggest opponent is your own mind. Let's make something clear. Emotions are not the enemy. They are human, they are natural, they are unavoidable. Fear, greed, excitement, frustration, boredom. They will show up whether you like it or not. The problem isn't feeling them. The problem is obeying them. Professional traders still feel fear. They just don't let fear make decisions. Fear in trading doesn't always look obvious. Sometimes it looks like closing trades too early, moving stop losses, skipping valid setups, reducing size out of anxiety. Fear whispers, protect yourself. What if this one loses? What if you're wrong again? And sometimes fear is useful. It can warn you about real risk. But unmanaged fear shrinks winners and locks in mediocrity. Greed is quieter. It doesn't scream. It suggests, hold a little longer. Double your size. This one feels strong. Greed often appears after a few wins. Confidence turns into overconfidence. Discipline starts to loosen. Rules feel optional. And that's when damage happens, not in the losing streak, but after the winning streak. Revenge trading is emotional pain trying to disguise itself as logic. You lose a trade, then another. Your chest tightens, your mind races. You're not thinking about probabilities, you're thinking about getting it back, so you trade again. Faster, bigger, less selective. At that moment, you're not trading the market, you're fighting your ego. And the market always wins that fight. Many traders secretly want to be right more than they want to be profitable. They hold losers because closing feels like admitting defeat. But trading isn't about being right, it's about managing outcomes. A good trader can be wrong often and still make money. A prideful trader can be right often and still lose money. Ego is expensive in the markets. No one talks enough about boredom, but boredom destroys accounts. You stare at charts for hours. Nothing happens. Your brain wants stimulation, so it invents setups, sees patterns that aren't there, forces trades, not from confidence, but from restlessness. Boredom trading is just as dangerous as revenge trading, sometimes worse, because it feels harmless. The paradox is this: the calmer you are, the better you trade, but the more you watch charts, the harder it is to stay calm. That's why many professionals don't watch every tick. They plan, set alerts, walk away. Distance creates clarity. Constant exposure creates impulse. One of the most powerful skills in trading. Creating space between emotion and action. Feeling something is fine. Acting on it instantly is dangerous. When you feel urgency, pause. When you feel excitement, slow down. When you feel fear, check your rules. A small pause can save thousands of dollars. Every trader has patterns. Some get reckless after wins. Some get timid after losses. Some spiral after drawdowns. The key is awareness. If you know your pattern, you can build rules around it. Example: after 2 losses, mandatory break. After big win, reduce size next trade. After emotional day, no trading. These rules protect you from yourself. A trading journal isn't just numbers, it's a mirror. Write how you felt before entry, during the trade, after the trade. Over time, you'll see trends. You'll discover when you trade best, when you sabotage yourself. What triggers bad decisions? Self-awareness is a trading edge. Money carries emotion. Every dollar gained feels good. Every dollar lost feels personal. But professionals learn to detach. They see risk in percentages, not dollars, because emotional attachment distorts judgment. The trade isn't your life. It's just one event in a long series. Amateurs react to losses emotionally. Professionals respond analytically. They ask, did I follow rules? Was the setup valid? Is this within my stats? If yes, arrow move on. If no, arrow fix behavior. No drama, no spiral, no revenge. Just data and adjustment. Mental fatigue reduces discipline. The longer you stare at charts, the weaker self-control becomes. This is science, not opinion. That's why routines matter. Scheduled trading times, defined stop times, clear limits. You protect your mind like you protect capital. Listen to your thoughts while trading. If you hear, I need a win. I can't miss this move. I'll just break the rule once. That's not strategy. That's emotion negotiating. And emotion is a bad negotiator. Your real edge is not your entry model. It's emotional control. Many profitable systems fail in the hands of emotional traders. Few average systems succeed in the hands of disciplined traders. Psychology multiplies whatever strategy you use. The charts don't control you. The market doesn't control you. Your emotions don't control you unless you let them. The trader who wins long-term is not the one who predicts best, but the one who manages themselves best. Because in the end, trading is not a market game. It's a self-mastery game. Most people come to trading for fast money. Few stay for mastery, and even fewer survive long enough to understand what trading really is. Because trading, at its core, is not a sprint. It's a long game. Social media sells speed, fast profits, small accounts to millions, overnight success stories. But what you don't see, the years of failure, the blown accounts, the quiet learning, the painful discipline. Real traders are built slowly, like athletes, like musicians, like surgeons. Skill takes time. There is no shortcut. Compounding looks boring at first. 1% here, 2% there. Small, steady growth. Nothing exciting, nothing viral. but over time it becomes powerful. Small edges applied consistently create large outcomes. The market rewards consistency more than brilliance. Amateurs think in days, professionals think in years. A bad day means nothing. A bad week means little. A bad month is just data. What matters is year after year survival, year after year improvement. Trading careers are marathons. The goal isn't to win today, it's to still be trading 10 years from now. Before profit comes survival. If you protect capital, you stay in the game. If you stay in the game, you gain experience. If you gain experience, you build skill. Profit is the last step, not the first. Many traders chase profits and ignore survival. That's why they disappear. Professional trading isn't constant winning, it's controlled losing. Losses are business expenses, drawdowns are normal. Flat periods are part of the cycle. The trader who accepts this suffers less emotionally and trades better logically. Expectations shape experience. Unrealistic expectations create frustration. Realistic ones create resilience. Good traders evolve quietly. Their progress isn't loud. It looks like fewer trades, better selection, smaller risk, calmer mindset. They don't need excitement. They don't need validation. They trust their process. And that quiet confidence is powerful. When you see trading as a craft, everything changes. You stop chasing money. You start chasing improvement. You review deeply. You refine patiently. You respect the process. Craftsmen don't rush mastery. They build it, trade by trade, year by year. Long-term traders design life around clarity. They sleep well, exercise, step away from screens, because a clear mind makes clear decisions. Burnout destroys performance. Balance sustains it. Trading is mental performance, and mental performance needs care. Early on, success is money. Later, success becomes emotional control, rule consistency, calm during drawdowns, confidence without arrogance. These are signs of a maturing trader. Money follows maturity, not the other way around. Imagine two traders. Trader A chases big wins, takes big risks, looks for shortcuts. Trader B focuses on process, protects capital, improves slowly. After 5 years, Trader B is still here. Trader A often isn't. Longevity is a competitive advantage. People come to trading for freedom. Ironically, freedom comes from discipline. Rules create structure. Structure creates consistency. Consistency creates stability. Stability creates freedom. There is no freedom in emotional chaos. At some point, every lasting trader realizes the market is not the enemy. Losses are not the enemy. Volatility is not the enemy. Impatience is. Ego is. Lack of discipline is. When you master yourself, the market becomes simpler, not easy, but understandable. In the end, trading is a journey inward, a journey of patience, discipline, self-awareness. The charts reflect price, but your results reflect you. So the question isn't, can you beat the market? The real question is, can you master yourself long enough to let your edge play out? Because those who do, don't just find profits, they find control, clarity, and quiet confidence. And that is the trader's true edge. If this video helped you see trading differently, then you're already ahead of where you were yesterday. Trading isn't about hype, it's about growth. So if you want more content about real trading psychology, real discipline, and the long-term game, subscribe to the channel, because here we don't chase signals, we build traders. See you in the next one.